I wanted to share a project that I've been working on. Maybe someone will find some inspiration from it and tackle a similar project themselves. Or maybe someone will take what I've done so far and expand on it. This project started out as a somewhat simple way to overlay scores onto videos I'd record of myself bowling. However, it has gotten a little more complex as time has gone on, and I wanted to share the progress that I've made so far. The first version of my spreadsheet was pretty simple. I would crop out the images for each bowling frame and overlay them onto my videos. Although this was simple, it was very time-consuming to crop and save the multiple images. In the next version, I added 4 panel panes so the score would take up less real estate, while providing a running tally in a corner of the video. When I started recording my league sessions, I added session stats to post at the end of each video. There are hidden formulas on the page that calculate each of the statistics. I added a split frame indicator in order to calculate some of the stats. At this point, I was still cropping and saving images manually. I wanted to make the process quicker, so I added an input page that would allow me to cut and paste my scores from the email that I would receive from the bowling center. Those scores are linked to the first page of the worksheet, which are also linked to the page with the 4-panel score panes. This is also when I began to automate more of the process so that I wouldn't have to spend a lot of time manually cropping and saving images. I used 3 applications to help automate the bulk of generating images: GreenShot to capture screenshots, XNView to edit the screenshots, and AutoHotkey to run a script that would do the bulk of the automation. Next, I added another panel that calculates my season statistics across both of the leagues that I bowl in, so that I can also post it at the end of each of my league session video recaps. At this point, I was using the applications that I mentioned earlier to create every possible iteration of the bowling score sheet. Then I would sift through the images and delete the ones that I didn't need. This took a lot less time than manually capturing the images myself, but it was still a little tedious. I then made tweaks to the spreadsheet that linked the 4-panel score panes to the split frame indicators, so any split frames automatically appear in red. I also made certain statistics appear in red that are below specific goals I've set for myself. Finally, I completely automated the generating and collecting of score panel images that I need for my videos. Here is a demonstration of that process. What happens is that 2 images consisting of all the score panel panes and both sets of statistics get captured from Excel. I initially captured each score panel and stats images separately, but through multiple attempts of trying to minimize the amount of time this whole process takes, I figured out that capturing the 2 images from Excel, then further cropping them in XNView was significantly quicker. I've sped up this part to make the video shorter, but what's happening is that each score panel pane that will be overlaid onto a bowling video is being cropped and saved. The way bowling scores are calculated, the totals in each frame are based on what happened in the previous 2 frames. Therefore, parts of each panel have to be cropped differently than other panels depending on what happened during a game. In addition to multiple Excel workbook changes, the AutoHotkey script has gone through 4 major revisions. Initially, every possible variation of the score panels was created, and I'd manually sift through the images and filter out the ones that I didn't need. Eventually, I figured out how to automate the filtering process so that the final images were copied to a new folder. Then I was able to crop and save only the final images, decreasing the number of images being created from 224 down to about 80. The final revision optimized the order in which the images are cropped and saved, reducing the total time it takes the script to run from initially almost 4 minutes down to under 2 minutes. These are the 80 image files that will be overlaid onto a bowling video. These are the individual images that will be overlaid onto a video. I will leave links in the description to where you can download the applications that were previously mentioned. I will also leave a link to one of my league recaps so that you can see how the images look on a video. If anyone has any questions, please leave them in the comments. If I can't answer it, I will do my best to point you in the right direction. For anyone that has made it this far into the video, I appreciate you watching.